In a shocking turn of events, a video allegedly released by the China National Space Administration has ignited a wave of worldwide speculation and scientific intrigue. The footage, said to capture the interstellar object known as 3I Atlas, depicts a massive metallic body moving through the solar system, but with none of the telltale signs of a comet. The object, described as gigantic, appears to lack any visible tail or trail of vapor, defying the expectations of astronomers who had anticipated typical cometary behavior as it passed close to the Sun. What makes the situation even more astonishing are claims that, shortly after its perihelion passage, Atlas somehow transmitted a message toward Earth, a mysterious development that has captured global attention. Observers first noted the object's unusual brightness after it completed its closest approach to the Sun on the 29th of October. Instead of dimming, as most comets do when moving away from the Sun, Atlas brightened fivefold in a matter of days. This dramatic increase in luminosity raised immediate questions about its composition and behavior. According to reports circulating on international scientific networks, the object not only brightened, but also appeared to be reflecting light in a manner consistent with polished metal, rather than dusty ice and rock. This led several researchers to consider whether the object's reflective surface might indicate artificial construction rather than natural formation. NASA, the Minor Planet Center, and Harvard physicist Avi Loeb have since published data corroborating the object's most perplexing characteristic, its non-gravitational acceleration. This means that Atlas is moving in a way that cannot be fully explained by the pull of gravity from the Sun and surrounding celestial bodies. Loeb, who has long been an advocate for exploring the possibility of interstellar artifacts, noted that such motion could suggest the presence of an unknown propulsion mechanism or outgassing process unlike anything previously recorded in cometary science. Yet, Atlas shows no visible signs of gas or vapor emission, making this explanation unlikely. The China National Space Administration video added even more fuel to the fire. According to descriptions from those who claim to have viewed it, the footage shows a smooth, rotating body gliding past the Sun with remarkable stability. There is no observable fragmentation or dust emission, features that typically accompany comets as their icy surfaces heat and release volatile gases. Instead, the object maintains a sleek, consistent form, as though engineered to withstand the extreme temperatures of its close solar passage. The agency has not officially commented on the authenticity of the footage, but its circulation across multiple platforms has triggered heated discussions among astronomers, engineers, and ordinary citizens alike. Adding to the mystery are unverified reports from social media users claiming that signals resembling structured data patterns were detected shortly after the object's perihelion. These signals, they allege, originated from the same region of space through which Atlas was traveling. While no government or scientific institution has confirmed this claim, the timing has been enough to spark speculation that the interstellar visitor may not be merely a comet or asteroid, but perhaps something far more complex, possibly a technological construct from beyond our solar system. Avi Loeb, whose earlier research into the interstellar object Oumuamua challenged traditional interpretations of cosmic phenomena, has expressed both curiosity and caution regarding the claims. He acknowledged that Atlas shares striking similarities with Oumuamua, particularly in its shape, acceleration, and lack of a tail. However, Atlas differs in one critical way. It is far larger and far more reflective, suggesting a denser or more metallic composition. Loeb's preliminary analysis indicates that the object's brightness patterns do not match those of a tumbling rock or ice fragment. Instead, the reflections appear to be uniform, almost as if the surface were intentionally smoothed or polished. The fact that the object's motion defies simple gravitational modeling has only deepened the mystery. NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory confirmed that Atlas underwent measurable shifts in its trajectory that could not be accounted for by solar radiation pressure alone. These shifts were small but precise, as though guided by an unseen hand. The Minor Planet Center's data further supported this observation, noting that the acceleration appeared to have both radial and transverse components, movements that typically require some form of active propulsion. Meanwhile, the public reaction has been one of fascination and unease. For decades, humanity has looked to the skies in search of signs that we are not alone, yet the prospect of such a discovery arriving in the form of a silent, massive object drifting through the inner solar system has left many questioning how to interpret it. Some see Atlas as a possible probe, an interstellar messenger sent long ago to observe developing civilizations. Others believe it could be a fragment of ancient extraterrestrial technology, wandering aimlessly through the galaxy until fate brought it near our sun. Whether or not the object truly transmitted a message remains unconfirmed. However, the very possibility has reignited debates within the scientific community about how humanity should respond to potential contact. If the signals are genuine, then they represent the first verifiable communication from beyond Earth, a discovery that would transform science, philosophy, and religion forever. For now, the world waits as teams from NASA, Harvard, and international observatories analyze every available frame of data. Telescopes across the globe continue to track the mysterious visitor as it moves steadily away from the sun, still brighter than before, still without a tail, and still defying conventional explanation. Ingo Swan was an extraordinary individual whose abilities challenged conventional understanding of human perception. As one of the most well-known remote viewers in history, Swan was directly involved in classified intelligence projects, including the CIA's Stargate project. His work with the agency led to remarkable revelations, particularly regarding the dark side of the moon. Swan claimed that his remote viewing sessions revealed mysterious bases, structures, and an extraterrestrial presence on the lunar surface. When the CIA declassified documents related to the Stargate project, Swan's involvement was confirmed, cementing his legacy as a pioneer in the field of remote viewing and expanding the discussion on extraterrestrial activity beyond Earth. Swan's journey into the realm of remote viewing began in the 1970s, when his abilities drew the attention of government agencies. Remote viewing is the practice of perceiving distant or hidden objects, locations, or events using only the mind. Swan demonstrated an uncanny ability to describe places and events with extraordinary accuracy, which made him an asset to intelligence operations. Recognizing the potential military and strategic applications of this ability, the CIA recruited Swan to participate in experiments designed to assess and harness his talents for classified missions. The Stargate project, a top-secret program initiated by the US government, sought to explore and utilize psychic phenomena for intelligence purposes. The program was created at the height of the Cold War, with government agencies believing that psychic abilities could be weaponized for espionage and reconnaissance. Swan was among the select individuals tasked with gathering information about distant or inaccessible locations through remote viewing. While many of these operations focused on earthly targets, the most astonishing aspect of Swan's work involved remote viewing sessions targeting the moon. Swan claimed that during his remote viewing sessions, he perceived unusual activity on the far side of the moon, which remains hidden from direct view due to tidal locking. According to his accounts, he observed massive structures, some of which resembled large domes and artificial installations. He described seeing complex networks of buildings, roads, and even evidence of advanced technology. More disturbingly, Swan reported witnessing an extraterrestrial presence on the moon. He believed that non-human entities were operating these bases, engaged in activities beyond human comprehension. What made Swan's revelations particularly compelling was the sense of urgency and secrecy that surrounded his findings. He stated that during his remote viewing session, he felt as though the entities on the moon became aware of his presence. He described an overwhelming sensation of being watched and even pursued, as though these extraterrestrial beings could detect his consciousness probing their domain. This unsettling experience led him to believe that whatever was happening on the moon was not meant to be discovered by humanity. Swan's accounts align with various conspiracy theories and reports suggesting that NASA and other space agencies have concealed knowledge of extraterrestrial activity on the moon. Some theorists argue that the Apollo missions encountered evidence of alien structures but were forced into silence. Others suggest that the reason for NASA's abrupt cessation of manned lunar missions after Apollo 17 was due to an encounter with an intelligent extraterrestrial presence. Swan's remote viewing data provided further support for these theories, indicating that the moon might be far more than just a barren rock orbiting Earth. When the CIA declassified documents related to the Stargate project, Swan's participation was officially confirmed. While the released documents did not provide detailed descriptions of his findings regarding the Moon, they verified that Swan had been actively involved in high-level remote viewing experiments for intelligence-gathering purposes. The government's acknowledgement of his work lent credibility to the idea that his abilities were taken seriously at the highest levels. It also raised critical questions about what information regarding extraterrestrial activity may still be classified. Swan's experiences have had a lasting impact on the fields of ufology and paranormal research. Many researchers and enthusiasts view his accounts as some of the most compelling evidence suggesting that extraterrestrials have established a presence within our solar system. His revelations have led to increased scrutiny of lunar anomalies, with independent researchers examining photographs and satellite images for signs of artificial structures. Over the years, several images from lunar orbiters have shown unexplained geometric formations and shadowy shapes that resemble towers, domes, and even underground entrances. These findings, coupled with Swan's testimony, suggest that the Moon may not be as desolate as mainstream science claims. Despite skepticism from traditional scientists and space agencies, Swan's credibility as a remote viewer remains intact. Many of his other remote viewing sessions, including descriptions of classified Soviet facilities, were later verified as accurate. His work within the Stargate project demonstrated that remote viewing was considered a valuable intelligence tool by the US government. If his abilities were trusted to gather sensitive information on Earth, it stands to reason that his findings regarding the Moon should not be dismissed without further investigation. Swan's revelations also raise deeper philosophical and existential questions about humanity's place in the cosmos. If intelligent life is operating on the Moon, what is their purpose? Are they observers, guardians, or something else entirely? If governments have known about these extraterrestrial bases, why has this information been withheld from the public? These questions remain unanswered, but Swan's accounts suggest that the truth is far more complex than we have been led to believe. As humanity prepares for a return to the Moon with upcoming Artemis missions and potential lunar colonization, the revelations of Ingo Swan take on new significance. If there are indeed structures and extraterrestrial activity on the Moon, future astronauts may soon be faced with encounters that challenge our understanding of reality. Swan's work suggests that we may not be alone in our celestial neighborhood, and that the Moon holds secrets that could redefine our view of the universe. The story of Ingo Swan is one of intrigue, secrecy, and revelation. His remote viewing sessions, confirmed by the CIA's declassified documents, indicate that the US government actively explored non-traditional intelligence-gathering methods, including investigating extraterrestrial activity on the Moon. His findings, which describe artificial structures and alien presence, provide a fascinating perspective that challenges mainstream narratives about the Moon's desolation. Whether viewed as groundbreaking truth or unsettling mystery, Swan's legacy continues to inspire those seeking answers about the hidden forces shaping our universe. The far side of the Moon has long been a source of intrigue and speculation, with many believing that it harbors secrets hidden from the public eye. While mainstream science presents the Moon as a barren and lifeless rock, multiple accounts from anonymous remote viewers and NASA whistleblowers suggest otherwise. These individuals claim that mysterious bases, artificial structures, and even extraterrestrial activity exist on the Moon's hidden hemisphere. Their testimonies, combined with leaked images and suppressed reports, have led many to believe that a cover-up is taking place, deliberately concealing the truth about what lies beyond humanity's reach. Remote viewing, a practice once studied by the US government for intelligence-gathering purposes, has yielded astonishing results when applied to the Moon. Anonymous remote viewers have reported visions of vast underground facilities, towering structures, and signs of advanced technology on the lunar surface. These descriptions align with earlier claims made by renowned remote viewer Ingo Swan, who participated in the CIA's Stargate project. Swan's experiences, in which he allegedly encountered an extraterrestrial presence on the Moon, have been echoed by other remote viewers who describe similar findings. The consistency in these reports suggests that they are not mere coincidences, but rather glimpses into a hidden reality. Some remote viewers claim that the Moon is home to massive domed cities, seemingly constructed by an advanced civilization. Others describe tunnels and underground chambers that appear to be artificially designed rather than naturally formed. They insist that these structures are actively maintained and possibly inhabited by unknown entities. In some cases, remote viewers have reported sensing an overwhelming presence watching them during their sessions, as if their consciousness had been detected by non-human intelligence. These experiences mirror Swan's account of feeling observed by lunar inhabitants, further solidifying the belief that something extraordinary is happening on the moon's far side. In addition to remote viewers, NASA whistleblowers have also come forward with startling claims regarding the existence of secret lunar bases. Over the years, former NASA employees, military personnel, and contractors have provided testimonies that challenge the official narrative. One of the most well-known whistleblowers, Carl Wolf, who worked with the US Air Force, revealed that he saw classified images of artificial structures on the moon while handling data from NASA's Lunar Orbiter program. Wolf claimed that a fellow technician showed him photographs displaying towering buildings and domes on the far side of the moon. According to Wolf, these images were quickly suppressed, and the existence of such structures was never disclosed to the public. Another former NASA employee, Donna Hare, also made shocking allegations about NASA's involvement in covering up evidence of extraterrestrial activity. Hare, who worked as a photo technician for NASA contractors, stated that images containing UFOs and unusual structures were routinely edited before being released to the public. She revealed that astronauts and personnel were sworn to secrecy regarding what they had seen, reinforcing the idea that NASA actively conceals information about what truly exists beyond Earth. Hare's statements align with those of other whistleblowers who claim that significant discoveries about the moon have been deliberately hidden. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence supporting the cover-up theory is the abrupt end of manned lunar missions after Apollo 17 in 1972. NASA had originally planned additional Apollo missions, yet these were cancelled without clear explanation. Some theorists argue that this decision was not due to budget constraints, as officially stated, but because astronauts had encountered something on the moon that made further exploration too dangerous. Reports suggest that during the Apollo missions, astronauts witnessed unexplained craft monitoring their activities and were even warned to leave the moon. If these accounts are true, it would explain why humanity has not returned to the lunar surface in over 5 decades. Leaked NASA images and satellite photographs have further fueled suspicions about a lunar cover-up. Over the years, researchers analyzing high-resolution moon images have pointed out unusual structures that appear artificial in nature. In recent weeks, the UFO phenomenon has experienced an unprecedented wave of revelations, with military insiders, intelligence officials, and whistleblowers stepping forward in numbers not seen in decades. UFO researchers have described this period as one of the most significant in modern history, as new reports, leaked footage, and first-hand testimonies continue to emerge at an astonishing rate. A surprising new photo has just surfaced online, showing what appears to be a silver orb-like object that has allegedly crashed in Brazil. The image, uploaded anonymously just a few hours ago, has already gained significant attention, with thousands of people sharing, discussing, and analyzing it. The object appears to be highly reflective and metallic, possessing a near-perfect spherical shape. What makes this sighting particularly remarkable is that the orb does not resemble any known aircraft or conventional debris, leading many to believe that this could be one of the clearest images of a crashed UFO ever recorded. As the photograph continues to spread across social media platforms, people are eager to learn more about where exactly in Brazil this crash took place, whether authorities have responded to the scene, and if any eyewitnesses have come forward with additional details. Given the secrecy and skepticism that often surround UFO reports, many are worried that if this is a genuine extraterrestrial object, officials may quickly remove the evidence before the public can learn the truth. The footage itself is remarkably clear, which has only fueled speculation that this could be an important piece of physical UFO evidence. Unlike the typical grainy or out-of-focus images that have long been associated with UFO sightings, this one appears well lit and in high definition. The metallic surface of the orb reflects its surroundings, making it appear almost otherworldly in design and material composition. There are no visible markings, propulsion systems, or seams, something that contrasts starkly with human-made technology. Many users online are already saying that this is some of the clearest evidence we have of a downed UFO, This one comes in the age of the internet, where information spreads rapidly and can no longer be so easily suppressed. While there are those who remain skeptical, others insist that this could be one of the most compelling pieces of evidence in modern UFO research. Eyewitness accounts are still being gathered, and as of now, no official statements have been made by Brazilian authorities regarding the crash. Some are speculating whether local government agencies or military officials have already moved in to secure the site, while others fear that if this is a genuine non-human craft, efforts to conceal its existence will be swift and thorough. There have already been reports that some people attempting to visit the alleged crash site have been met with roadblocks or an increased security presence, but these claims remain unverified. One of the most intriguing aspects of this object is its shape and construction. The perfectly spherical form is not something commonly seen in traditional aerospace design. While certain experimental drones and balloons share similar appearances, none have exhibited the seamless metallic construction that this object seems to possess. If this is indeed a crashed craft, then the question remains, where did it come from? Scientists and UFO researchers are already discussing the potential implications of this sighting. If this silver orb is a genuine unidentified flying object of extraterrestrial origin, it could provide critical insights into non-human technology, propulsion systems, and materials that defy conventional understanding. Some theorists believe that these types of orbs could be reconnaissance probes sent to observe Earth without direct intervention. Others suggest that they may operate on an advanced form of physics, possibly utilizing gravitational or electromagnetic fields for propulsion. In recent years, governments around the world have slowly begun acknowledging the reality of UFOs, with the United States Department of Defense releasing several reports on unexplained aerial phenomena. Many of these UAPs share characteristics similar to this newly discovered orb in Brazil, such as the ability to move at extreme speeds, perform maneuvers beyond human capability, and operate without any visible propulsion system. This latest crash may be a rare instance where one of these objects has been forced down, allowing the public to examine it before official agencies intervene. As the world waits for more updates, speculation continues to grow. Some believe that the anonymous individual who uploaded the image may have additional footage or images that they have yet to release. If that is the case, there is a strong possibility that they are either being pressured into silence or planning to strategically release more evidence over time. In the past, whistleblowers who have attempted to share information about UFO crashes have faced significant risks, leading some to worry that this mystery uploader may soon disappear without a trace. Despite the uncertainties, the sheer level of interest in this crash suggests that people are no longer willing to accept dismissals or vague explanations when it comes to UFO sightings. The world is demanding answers, and if this silver orb truly is a recovered craft from beyond our understanding, the implications could be profound. The mysterious crashed silver orb in Brazil has sparked intrigue and led many UFO researchers to ask questions, not only because of its unusual shape and seamless metallic structure, but also because it matches the descriptions of silver orb-shaped UFOs that have been sighted across the world for decades. These objects have been reported in various locations, including above military bases, often exhibiting characteristics that defy conventional understanding of physics and aerodynamics. The fact that this newly discovered crashed orb shares so many similarities with these previous sightings suggests that these objects may be part of a larger phenomenon that has yet to be fully understood. One of the most striking features of these silver orbs is their lack of a visible propulsion system. Unlike conventional aircraft, drones, or even the most advanced experimental aerospace technology, these objects do not have wings, exhaust trails, or any obvious means of lift or thrust. Yet, they have been consistently observed performing maneuvers that defy gravity, hovering motionlessly before accelerating at extreme speeds, and even engaging in intelligent, responsive movement when pursued by military aircraft. These characteristics have led many to speculate that these objects may be operating on an entirely different principle of physics, one that is unknown to human technology. The crashed orb in Brazil is particularly important because, for the first time, there is potential physical evidence of these mysterious aerial objects. While countless eyewitness accounts and even government-released footage have documented these silver orbs in the sky, no publicly available, verifiable crash has ever been confirmed, until now. If this object is indeed one of the same types of UFOs that have been seen above military installations and active conflict zones, then it represents a rare opportunity for researchers to study its materials, structure, and possible propulsion mechanisms. Reports of silver orbs have been made by military pilots, commercial airline captains, and trained radar operators, often in highly sensitive airspace. Some of the most well-documented cases include encounters over US military bases, nuclear weapons storage facilities, and restricted zones where unauthorized aircraft should not be able to operate. These incidents have been taken so seriously that multiple government agencies, including the US Department of Defense and intelligence branches, have conducted classified investigations into their origin and purpose. One of the most widely recognized silver orb sightings occurred when US Navy pilots reported seeing similar metallic, featureless spheres maneuvering at impossible speeds during training exercises. These orbs were able to hover effortlessly against strong winds, perform instant acceleration and deceleration, and even appear to interact with other aircraft. Similar sightings have been reported by the Pentagon's UAP task force, which has acknowledged that these objects exhibit technology far beyond known human capabilities.